Good morning. Okay, so 7 a.m. tap in. We're May. I'm just going to do a quick recap of April. So the first week was about establishing our meditation practice and how important that is to ground and anchor ourselves. The following week, we were practicing non-judgment. So judging less and recognizing and being aware of when we do judge and what we do judge. And then we went into the giving more of what it is that you want, giving that out, and then being open to receiving. So practicing that on a regular basis. And then last week was our conscious choice making, basically creating some good karma for ourselves. So karma just means action, right? That's what karma means. So taking some good action. So that's April. That carries through. We're always practicing this stuff. So this week is all about doing less and not trying so hard. So do less, be more present in your day, be more present in everything that you do so that you can essentially accomplish more. And when we take that step back and start to look at what are we trying so hard to do? And by trying, I mean, what are we forcing or what are we resisting? Right? What are we trying to control so badly that it's causing suffering for us, maybe for others? So take a look at that. And then also, what are we trying so hard to hold on to that we're resisting against? And there's so much effort in this energy that we're exerting by trying to control things or trying to hold on to things. So in our resistance and in our need to control things, we exert a lot of energy that can be put towards something else. And that's why when we take a step back, okay, I'm going to be more present, I'm going to do less and be more present. Watch how much more you can actually accomplish when you do that. This is a big week for me. This is something I need to do and I need to practice. So I'm actually looking very forward to this. What this also means is that we need to let go, of course. We have to let go of controlling, or we have to let things be. Right? We have to let things unfold on their own, because often, and this is what I have found in my own life, is when I do lean back and I let things unfold, I realize that there was a better way. I thought, no, we got to do it my way. No, actually, there's a better way if we allow ourselves to just lean back and let go and let be. Now, one of the things is that our ego, our personality, that mask we put on, the roles that we play, the ego is very, very threatened by this concept. Okay, this is where we go, yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think I can. But that is the ego that is afraid of letting go, right? Is afraid of what happens when I let go of control. Oh my gosh, things are going to fall apart. But the soul is smiling at this particular practice this week. The soul is going, yes, this is what I want you to do. Just let go. Let go of the suffering. That's the letting go of the suffering. And so this is a question that I heard Dr. Joe. I'm also simultaneously taking a course with Dr. Joe at this point. But he said, can we let go of the comforts of our suffering? And I had to pause the video at that point and go, wow, I had to sit with that. And it was very profound. So I wanted to bring this in. Can we let go of the comforts of our own suffering? So then that took me back to when I was reading The New Earth with Eckhart Tolle. And I know I've brought this one forward with our tap-ins before, but this week it really ties into it. And this was a question that he asked is, do I want this current moment to be my friend or my enemy? And I love that because that requires us to lean back and stop, right? Stop, take a few breaths, observe, and then proceed. Once again, do I want this current moment to be my friend or do I want it to be my enemy? Because if I want to continue, right, sometimes the question is, no, I want to prove my point. I want to, I want to stay with this. I have to, control this. I know, right? So we do want it to be our enemy. Like, honestly, you got to answer that question honestly as can be. But when we choose that way, again, last week's conscious choice making, we do choose suffering. We choose suffering for ourselves. There's so much energy in needing to prove our point or to control this particular situation or to hold on to it. So this is where we lean back and go, no, I want this to be my friend. I'm willing to, I understand my ego is a bit threatened here. My ego wants to prove the point. My ego wants things to be differently. My ego is all caught up in this. But when I really lean back and lean into my soul, I realize, no, I want this to be my friend. I want all the moments to be a friend. I don't want to suffer anymore. I don't want the comforts of suffering anymore. I want to step out of that. So in order to make this current moment our friend, there's 3 things that I just want you to bring into your awareness. First and foremost, we have to accept. Okay, we have to let things be. We have to accept what's ever happening in that current moment. Doesn't mean we don't desire things to be a little different. Okay, of course we desire things to be different, but in that very moment, we have to accept what is. Okay, let go of the resistance to what is actually happening. The next thing we have to do is we have to release blame. Stop blaming somebody else. Stop blaming ourselves. Stop blaming the world, right? And when we can lean back and go, okay, I recognize that I'm blaming something or someone or maybe even myself, we ask ourselves the golden question. What's that? What am I meant to learn from this? This is how you make this moment your friend. What am I meant to learn from this? It releases blame from everything, everyone, and ourselves. That's the golden question, and that's how we release blame. And the third awareness is to allow things, to let things to unfold. Can I step back and let things unfold? So can I let somebody else have an opinion, even though it's way different than mine, and let them have it? This is that agree to disagree. Can I, still have this relationship with this person and we can agree to disagree, right? I don't have to push my point onto them. I don't have to defend myself. I don't have to, let them convince them that they're wrong. So can we allow things to unfold? Can we allow people to be them? Can we stand in our own truth and let somebody else stand in their truth, even though those truths are different, and just not need to defend anything and just be? Okay. So those are just some awarenesses. If you're willing, okay, if you're willing to move out of the comforts of suffering and make the present moment your friend instead of the enemy, because again, that ego likes to defend itself and likes to prove its point and likes to change things and control things or hold on to things. So we have to lean back into the space of our soul, use all of the tools of last month to bring this in, right? When are we judging? Are we doing our meditation practice every day to sit in our silence, or even going out into nature? So do less. Do less. Think of that. Do less this week. Be more present. Okay, let's tap this in. Alrighty. So let's bounce. Let's bounce. Oh, just kind of shake things out. Loosen up. See if you can get things moving and flowing and lightening up. Just start to think, what am I trying so hard to do? Can I let go of that? Or what am I trying so hard to hold on to? Can I let go of that? Am I holding on to the comforts of my suffering? And that can be anything, right? It can be in a relationship. It can be in, how you view yourself. It can be in how you feel. Okay, watch it out. It can be in everything that is unfolding around you. Do you tend to need to take control of everything? Knees up. So, do we want the present moment to be our friend or our enemy? And that's the question when you're up against some sort of suffering, when you don't like how you're feeling. That's the question that needs to come into play. Okay, let's tap it in here, right around the belly, and all the way down, and then come all the way up. Don't even worry about whether it's inside or outside. Just tap around that whole leg. Just bring some awareness right down to the feet. Ground and root and anchor yourself into this. Good. And then tap in behind. Just go on either side of those kidneys. Then we can go all the way down on the outside, all the way up on the inside. Rub our hands together. Let's get some energy and some heat in those hands. Good. Shake it out. And then let's tap underneath the eyes. Oh, access the big breath. So this is our stomach meridian where we hold on to a lot of worry. This is it. This is where, can I let this go? What kind of suffering is it bringing me by worrying? Whether I worry about, the world, my family, myself, my health. Do I want this current moment to be my friend or my enemy? Big breath. I'm going to accept whatever it is. I'm going to accept whatever it is. And then we're going to move down here. All the energy starts to move. So once we accept what is, again, we can wish for something different. You bet. We can desire for something different. But right in this moment, I'm not struggling against this moment anymore. I'm going to accept it. Right? Am I blaming someone? Am I blaming something? Am I blaming myself? I'm going to let that go. I'm just going to let that go. I'm going to ask myself, what is it that I can learn from this? Right? Not only are we tapping our energy, working in our right direction, but now we shift. What am I meant to learn from this? It might be a really simple lesson, or it might be a deep one. But what am I meant to learn from this? Right there. No one to blame. Just something to learn. Breathe that in. And let's go into that heart center, that thymus. Boost the immune system. Tap in to the energy of gratitude, the energy of forgiveness, right? The energy of just letting people be, allowing things to unfold, letting go of needing to control, letting go of not wanting things to change. What are we holding on to so tightly? What are we trying so hard to control or resist? This week, we just open up this heart, we relax, we be more present, we do least amount of effort this whole week. Just be. And then let's go underneath the ribs, metabolize that in. Can I do less this week? Where can I do less? Maybe it's physically do less. Maybe it's mentally do less. Maybe it's emotionally do less. Right? We don't accomplish more by doing. We accomplish more by being. And then we go with the flow and follow into that energy of doing. Okay? We have it all backwards. A lot of people do so they can have, and then they go, then I can be. This week we're going to be. We're going to relax. We're going to open our awareness. Then we'll do. Then you can do. That's when we accomplish more. Shake it out. Let's just cross that so our energy is good. Okay, what is our intention this week? we do less. Lock it in. Have a wonderful week of doing less and being more present. There's another one today. I'm just more present. Lock it in. Namaste.